Hi guys, welcome back. We are on lesson 19, on page 39 in Horizons 2, book 1. So this is kind of a review. So this page I actually want you to try to do by yourself. I will talk you through it, but I'm not going to give you any answers, okay? And I'm not going to fill in any of it for you. I'm just going to tell you what to do. So if you have mom with you and she's sitting next to you and doing this with you, you don't need me today, but you can also just kind of walk through it with me. So let's start up here at the clocks. So these are all our O clocks that we've been working on. And what I want you to do is go ahead and fill in what time it is. Now, I'll tell you right now that all of them are going to be our O clocks because all of our minute hands go to the 12. Okay, so go ahead and fill in your clocks right here and push pause. And when you're done, come back and I'll walk you through what to do on number 2. Okay, so right up here, figure out what time it is and write it right here. Then figure out what time it is and write it right here. Okay, and go ahead and fill in the clocks and then I'll see you back in just a minute. Push pause, come back when you're done. Okay, if you are back with me, you are ready for this section right here, which is number 2, and you are writing the missing numbers by 6. So what that means is you are taking this number, you are adding 6, which is something we have worked on, right? So what comes next when you're counting by 6s? And there you go. What comes next when you're counting by 6s? Here. And then what comes next after that number, add 6 more. Keep going all the way down the line until you get to 60. You're just going to keep adding 6 to the number you write. Okay, so push pause and come back when you're done. So you should not be back with us unless you are ready for number 3, which means you have all of number 1 done, all of number 2 done, and you're ready for number 3. Okay? All right, so if you are ready for number 3, you are writing the number that comes before adding by 6 and the number that comes back adding by 6. Subtracting and adding, okay? So what that means is, nope. Uh-oh, my thing jumped again. There we go. Okay. What that means is on this side, you're taking away 6 from the number. Right? And on the other side, you are adding 6. So on this side, you're adding 6. And we've been working on this, so this is something you should know how to do. And if not, this is when you need to ask for help. When in class with Miss Joy or with mom, or go back and watch some of the lessons. But this is where you need to ask for help if you need help, okay? So go ahead and fill in the section on number 3, all of this section, and come back when you're done. Okay, so this up here is, you've already finished. You need to get all of this section done. And then come back when you're ready for this bottom section, okay? All right, so I know if you haven't pushed pause, it sounds like I just keep jumping, but that's because you're supposed to push pause in between each section, okay? So when you hear my voice again, you're ready to move on to the bottom section. If you're not ready for that, then you need to be pushing pause and go back into your work and then come back to us, okay? But if you're here and you're ready, let's jump down to here. Now this is the section where you're going to add the ones together, or subtract. I keep saying add today. Subtract, because this is a subtract sign and that's the word subtract. Subtract the ones, then subtract the tens. Okay? Subtract the ones, then subtract the tens. And then I will meet you on the next page, which is just addition. And you can actually do the next page by yourself. So I'll meet you on the next page and just give you some quick instructions, and then we'll move on. Push pause, do these subtraction problems, then come back. All right, if you are back with me, you have all of page 39 done. You feel good about it, you're not confused. If you are, you're pushing pause and you're asking for help. Or you're going to ask Miss Joy in class. But if you are moving on, you're on page 40, and we are just adding. Now, we did this on the other page, right? We added a series of numbers, and what it's telling you here is that you can do the same thing. You can add these two, then you can add these two, and whatever you get, you can add those together and get your final answer. Or you can write them here, write the 3, then the 5, then the 7, and the 1, and you can add straight down. Okay, you have a couple choices on how you add this. You could also, instead, you could put them in order to add them so it's a little easier. Whichever number is the biggest, which is 7, would go on top. Then the next, which is 5, would go. The next, which is 3. And the last one is 1. So you could add these straight down and just keep counting. That's another option you have. Okay, but go ahead and do these addition pages, this addition page, and then you are done. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.